Welcome back, everyone, to Beholder to No One presents Behold Clearlight. I am your Dungeon Master, Ryan Williams, and joining me here are Nikki,
Marissa Lanner,
Greg,
Gregthos steady hand.
Ashley,
Emmy, frankincense.
and Keith.
Zeus.
All right, are we all ready?
hell yeah.
Yep.
Yup, let's do it.
I escaped the people who broke the vessel. I was grateful when they freed me, but then they wouldn't let me go. They probably just wanted to put me in a different vessel. Well, I won't let that happen. I kept my eye on them. Friends close, enemies closer. I saw the vessel, a repair machine with many arms. They rested in that room and then kept climbing up the middleman. I peeked in the next room. There's an elemental nexus in there, and it's broken. The elementals in there will kill them for sure. Oh, I can't wait to see. I will stay and watch. Yeah.
In the last episode, you emerged into a large open room in the abdominal cavity of this massive Titan machine. You found a pillar of metal supporting a floating orb of water and air that spawned an air elemental. And then Zeus promptly closed the door.
Oh, that's right. That did happen.
So,
There's a thing in there.
yes.
I'll just say to everybody else.
So what's the plan?
I mean,
Uh,
we don't really have a multitude of options here. Aside from leaving, I guess.
Yeah, but we were told to come in here and find out things, and we haven't really found out shit. Except that this Titan is holding some crazy elemental power.
Right. I wasn't suggesting that we'd leave. I was just saying
Oh.
that aside from going in there and dealing with whatever's in there, that's our only other
Oh,
option,
okay.
really.
I thought we were
Sorry,
saying to leave.
No. I didn't explain well enough. That's my bad.
I was like, yeah.
Okay.
So we come back to the city. We're like, hey, we can't. We're here. What'd you find out? Jack shit.
I'm gonna open the door again and be like, "Hello."
You just hear,
Does he look angry?
it's difficult to see its face because it's just wind, just carrying some leaves and dirt. But you can't imagine it's super happy, having been summoned to this place against its will.
I'm just gonna pull out my sword and just wait for it at the door, I guess.
It was rude of you not to answer when he knocked.
I'm going to say, hi, do you need help? We are here to assist.
Oh,
Possible.
and it can understand you, correct? Because of your thing? Or no? Or is that
No,
something else?
because I have to pick people.
I think elementals.
No, I mean, no. You're like a thing that makes it so that any creature can understand you.
Yes, I can do that once per long rest. It lasts for an hour.
Oh,
and
once
I
per
have
okay.
to pick 4 people. And I did not pick this guy because I didn't know he existed.
I didn't know it was once per
that,
long
and it's
rest.
been longer than an hour, so unfortunately.
All right. Well, so you have opened the door, Zeus, correct?
Yep. I
All right.
opened it and I'm just waiting at the doorway, ready
All
to
right.
go.
If you would like, we should roll initiative then.
Oh boy. I just envision like he opens the door and asks it the question, and then we just see the big wind mouth thing from the mummy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, I think he's fine. We can leave him be.
He says hi.
I was thinking about watching that movie again.
I just want like Zeus to open the door, like, "Hey," and then just like, he closes the door again, like he seems angry.
Yeah. And then he, like Zeus turns around, and his hair is just like wind blown backwards.
I look like the doctor from Back to the Future.
Yes.
I'm kind of tempted to say, rewind, let's do this again, do that.
I'm trying to have a pleasant conversation with it. And it's just,
Being very rude.
Say Zeus is probably in the front.
yeah, I'm at the doorway.
All right, I didn't build the hallway leading into this room, so I'm just gonna kind of put you right here.
Oh, okay.
Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger needs to be here too.
Should just give him a token at this point.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
23.
23 for Gregthos.
Oh yeah, sorry. 23.
That's fine. I don't think you're in the room and suddenly Gregthos yells out the number 23 right. 20 to 15.
16.
Okay.
That voice talking to you
15
again?
for Rissa.
16 for Rissa as well.
It asked me
15.
It asked me how old I wish I still was.
Zeus also got a 16.
Wait, did everyone get a 16?
I got a 1-5.
Oh, 15.
15.
Okay. Okay. Who has the higher dexterity modifier? Emmy or Zeus?
I have a +2.
Emmy does. I have 0.
Okay, so I'm gonna Emmy, and then Zeus, and then Rissa right behind. So, up first, Gregthos, you see this thing hissing at your very best friend Zeus. What are you going to do?
That's a good question.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna look down at Tony and say, "Get him!"
And Tony's gonna run forward and attempt to pounce on this guy.
All right.
I do have a quick question, because this creature, or all of these creatures, has a Ranger's Companion. Or, I'm sorry, Beastmaster bonus. So the Companion gains an additional bonus to attack and damage rolls equal to the Ranger's proficiency bonus. Now, I'm technically not a Ranger, but it is my Companion. Would it get my proficiency bonus added to its attack rolls, or no?
No, that's a special ability that, like, the Beastmaster Ranger has. And
Okay, that's what I thought.
These are just those creatures, the tiger creatures.
You don't have that tight of a bond.
Clearly.
If you were to spend years bonding with this tiger, then you would get that bonus.
We don't have that kind of time, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yes, unfortunately, life is fleeting, but that just makes it all the more beautiful in the end.
I suppose. Okay, so then, yeah, he's gonna try to pounce on this guy.
All right, and he has an actual pounce attack like thing.
Yes, if the tiger moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, that target must succeed on the DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay.
So claw attack, that is an 8, so I don't think that hits.
Unfortunately, no. Also, this thing is immune to being knocked prone.
Yeah, see, I knew that as a player, but Gregthos didn't know that.
And I don't think the tiger would know it wouldn't change its tactics either way.
Yeah, I don't think it would look at me and be like, what the hell are you talking about?
The tiger rushes forward and jumps at the air elemental and just flies right through it.
All right, fair enough. So that was my bonus action to command it to do that. So then, as an action, is there any is there any mist in this area, or is this area entirely bereft of mist?
Oh, like the mist, the corrupting purple mist outside the walls? No, there's actually no mist in here.
Oh, that's a first. Interesting. Okay, in that case, I'm going to take my water skin off of my belt, and I'm going to take just a couple drops of the water and put it in the palm of my hand, and I'm going to rub my hands together. And as I'm doing that, it's kind of like I'm forming an icicle, or like kind of like molding Play-Doh like into a worm or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw an ice knife at this creature.
All right.
So that is... Oh, it's a ranged spell attack. Okay. I thought it was a saving throw. Oh, it's both, actually.
It just rolled a natural 1 on the saving throw, so...
So that's good. So that is a 15?
A 15 is just enough to hit it.
Huzzah! Alright, so it takes 1d10 piercing damage, and then the thing explodes, and it takes more damage. 1d10. There it is. That is 3 piercing damage from that.
3 piercing damage.
And then it takes 2d6 cold damage, which is 4. 4 cold damage.
Alright, so total of 7.
Yep.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Alright, you want to move anywhere?
Nope. I'm just gonna stand as close to the doorway as I possibly can.
Alright. Up next, it is Emmy's turn.
going to attempt to do Toll the Dead again, so I'm going to take out my tiny little bell. And I am going to ring it, and it's going to get louder as it gets closer to him. And it's a wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom saving throw. That is a 17 plus whatever this thing's wisdom.
Jesus
0.
Christ. Okay, so that didn't work. So as a bonus action, I am going to cast my spiritual weapon.
Woo!
Oh, because it's a cantrip to Toll the Dead, as if it fails, it's not half damage? Or if
No.
it succeeds, rather?
Yes. Yes.
It's all or nothing.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon right next to him and smack him with it.
All right.
And I'm not sure if this creature has any kind of immunity to physical damage, because that tiger didn't seem to do anything. So this, I think, is considered, this is considered magical. So maybe it'll hit. I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, your character, I would assume, would know that elementals are immune to non-magical damage of many types.
Okay.
But you are doing magical damage, so it's fine.
All right. That's probably gonna miss because that is only a 7.
7 is not going to hit your spiritual weapon swings out at the creature, but it's difficult to even tell where it is most of the time. So it manages to dodge out of the way.
All right, that's the end of my turn then.
All right then.
Useful.
You did it. Proud of you. All right. Up next, it is Zeus's turn.
Oh, I'm just gonna run up to it and start stabbing the air.
All right. Roll to stab
As
the
weird
air.
as it feels really weird.
Your
It's a
weapon is
natural
magical.
1 on the first attack.
Oh dear. You
The
forgot to
lack
turn
of a
the magic
body
on.
is making it confusing to me.
Yes.
And then that is a 18.
18 definitely will hit.
I just got a 20 on my D10 and it confused the hell out of me. I was like, did I just crit my damage? But no, it's a 2, so that's 8 damage.
Okay, 8 more damage. Got it.
He rolls it and he just stares at it for a second, like, what the fuck?
I literally did that. And that'll be my turn.
That is going to bring us to Rissa.
Hooray. I'm going to give bardic inspiration to Zeus, since he's all up in his business. And go, you got this, Zeus, you can do it. And that's my vote of confidence / bardic inspiration. And then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the ghosty.
All right. It rolled a 10 on its wisdom saving throw. It is not
Fantastic.
going to be enough.
No, it's not. So I just tell it that it's not a ghosty, it's an air elemental, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said ghosty.
I mean,
It looks
Almost
like a
the same
ghosty.
yeah, exactly.
I tell it, you're just full of hot air. And it takes 7 psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack.
All right.
And then I'm going to... Can I walk behind this stairwell here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to go do over here so that I can't be seen and hopefully have half.
All right.
As I walk around the stairway and hide behind the stairs from the elemental.
All right. Well, that is a stairway coming up from the floor.
Okay.
Um,
I will go over here then and try to hide behind the tree.
okay.
Without actually rolling anything to hide. I'm just like,
Taking cover.
Stop. Yeah.
All right.
You're caboosing it.
Okay. So, what this is going to do next, this air elemental is going to move forward into your space, Zeus. It sort of envelops you.
Fun.
So, I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
No.
No,
Oh dear.
I refuse.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Well,
Jesus Christ, Keith.
so as the creature moves into your space, you are lifted up off the ground as a torrent of wind flows all around you, and you are launched in a random direction.
Oh boy.
So I am going to roll for a random direction for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Zeus, the creature moves into your space, and then you are launched 20 feet through the air, and you take 15 bludgeoning damage as you smash into the ground, and you are knocked prone.
Ouch. Okay. Well, that hurt.
At least he didn't throw you down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd been a little closer, he might have been able to. All right. And then, at initiative 20, I would like Gregthos, roll a d20 for me. Don't add anything to it.
A
Just roll a
D22?
d20. No, just a d20. And tell me what you get.
3.
All right. So, the orb of air and water is continuing to spin above your heads, and it spits out another elemental. A torrent of water tumbles out and lands right over on the opposite side of the room. And so now you have, additionally, a water elemental joining you in the room.
He joins the fray.
All right. But that means that, Gregthos, it is your turn.
Oh, good. Okay, I am going to concentrate for a moment and close my eyes, and then when I open them again, all of the tattoos on my body start to glow, and I take my starry form. I am choosing Archer as my constellation, so I get the bonus action to make a ranged attack, dealing radiant damage.
Awesome.
So I will do that, and then I will point my finger at the air elemental and try to hit it with one of these ranged attacks.
All right.
That is a 24.
That will definitely hit.
Awesome. It's D8. There it is. 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant damage on the air elemental.
Yes, sir.
All right. The starlight beam flies through and lands inside the creature and seems to get tossed around inside it, and it shakes back and forth.
Like a marble. All right, and then I am going to step back at the lip of the stairwell here.
All right.
And then I didn't technically give my tiger instruction this turn, so we assumed that he would just continue doing what the last thing I told him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was attack the air elemental.
Yes, he's going to try to take another swing at this thing. 13.
Unfortunately, a 13 is not going to hit. The tiger is having trouble landing anything on this creature made out of air.
Cool. That's all I got.
Okay, then. Emmy, your turn is up next.
All right. So, are those consoles on the map? Are they above us or in a different room?
They are on the platforms on the catwalks going up in both directions.
And this is the staircase right here.
Yes.
Okay. So first, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon next to the air elemental and take a swing at it.
All right.
All right. That hopefully will hit. That's a 22.
Yep, that will definitely hit.
Okay. And he's going to take, unfortunately, only 3 force damage.
Okay, 3 damage.
And let's see. I'm going to use my full action to dash
All right.
over here. And I'm going to try to head up to one of those consoles because it seems like this machine in the middle is spitting out elementals, and I don't know if it's going to stop. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to turn it off.
All right, then. Seems like a good idea to me.
So that's the end of my turn.
All right, then. Zeus, that brings us to you.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna run up and attack. I go for the water elemental.
All right. Oh, well, you were prone. I'm actually not sure you'll be able to reach.
Oh, right, I was prone. Forgot about that. So I will get up. And that'll be half my movement. So,
Might be able to make it to the air elemental.
yeah, I guess I'll have to be at the air elemental again. At the risk of getting thrown again, I will just swipe at him.
All right.
For 18 to hit.
18 to hit will definitely hit.
14 damage.
All right, 14 more damage.
And the second attack is a miss.
Oh. All right.
That'll be it.
Okay, then. That is going to bring us over to Rissa's turn.
All right. Did Emmy say anything out loud about the turning the thing off?
No, I mean, you see me running towards the stairs, but I didn't really say anything out loud.
Yeah. If I see her running to the stairs, there's a set of stairs right next to me. So I will go up those stairs.
All right, so you're both heading for opposite sets of stairs going upward, leading toward closer to those consoles on either side of the catwalks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I move my 30 feet up the stairs and then over the catwalk, and from where I'm at, I will cast Shatter, so where it hits both elementals.
Yep, they are just close enough to do that.
So I will cast it at 2nd level, and they aren't made out of stone, crystal, or metal, so they do not have disadvantage.
All right. So first, I'm going to roll for the water elemental. That is 8 plus. It's Constitution, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 12, which I don't think is going to be enough.
Nope.
Okay, so the water elemental fails, and then the air elemental rolls the same number, and this one is just a 10.
Nope. So 17 thunder damage to each of them.
All right. 17 more damage.
And that is my last 2nd level spell. And as a bonus action, I will call out to Gregthos and go, "You can do this!" and give him Bardic Inspiration.
What? It's very loud in here. I can't hear you.
You still feel inspired for some reason. It's weird.
It's magic. All right, so the 2 elementals are going to go next. First, let's roll to see if the air elemental gets its ability back. It does not. So it is going to just try to... Let's see. Zeus is the one that is doing the most damage to it, so it's just going to try to attack Zeus.
Yuki.
That's an 18 to hit.
That misses.
Ooh. So the creature tries to slam into you with one of its wind arms or limbs or whatever you want to call them, and it just glances off of your shoulder armor. And then the second one, this one is probably going to hit. It is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
All right, so you are going to take a total of 13 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
All right, and then the Rissa, you see it like slink its way along the ground. It briefly turns into the shape of like a snake as it slithers along the ground, and then launches itself up in the air towards you.
No. You could stay down there.
And I believe it's going to take its full action to do that, but it is now up on the catwalk with you.
It can stay on the floor, though. It doesn't need to come up here. Why you gotta get in my way? That's just rude.
You should send Tony up on the catwalk.
I've been contemplating heavily. It makes more sense for him to be up there.
All right, and that is the end of the elemental's turn. I'm gonna have Emmy roll a d20 for me.
Okie dokie. That is an 11.
All right, the spinning orb up in the air continues to spin, but this time it doesn't spit out an elemental.
Pooh.
All right, and Gregthos, it is your turn.
Okay. So as an action, I will point my finger in the direction of the air elemental, and I'm going to cast a guiding bolt at it.
All right.
15.
15 does hit the air elemental.
Sweet. 4d6 radiant damage.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, not bad either.
19 radiant damage from that.
All right.
And then I will point out my other hand, and one of my bonus action starlight attacks will go in it, or at it.
All right, and I think that would immediately benefit from your guiding bolt.
Yes, I believe it would. Oh, that really confused me. The way that the light hit one of the die, I rolled a 1, but it has like a dash next to it, so I thought I rolled a -1 on the die. But the other one's an 18, so it's 24.
24 will definitely hit.
Okay, and then that's a d8, so another 9 radiant damage from that.
All right.
And I'll just go pew pew, and then I'm going to then. No, you know what? I'm happy where I am. I'll stay where I am.
All right. As you fire these 2 bolts of energy at this creature, like some of the leaves and dirt and various other detritus stuck inside its body begin to fly out in all directions, and it hisses at you, and it seems like it's getting very low.
Tony will hiss back, and then he will make his attack.
Right there.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Go, Tony, go!
The bag of what is this?
The what?
What bag is this from?
The bag of tricks.
The bag of tricks is the real MVP of this game.
Yeah, no shit.
These 2 games.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna do anything though.
No, probably not.
The elemental literally has 1 hit point.
Oh,
And it has resistance to Tony's damage.
Oh, but it's not
So,
immune.
Tony has to do 2 damage to kill it.
yeah, he rolled a total of 9 plus 3, so he'll take 6.
All right, so Tony jumps on the creature's back just as the 2 bolts of energy hit it, and the creature, instead of like biting down or anything to it, as Tony's weight gets put on the creature, it just sort of dissipates everywhere and it just seems to disappear.
Tony looks around very confused for a second, and then realizes that he did what he was meant to do, and is very happy. Like, yeah, MVP, there we go!
All right, Emmy, it's your turn now.
All right, so the air elemental is gone, right?
Yes.
So I guess I will move my spiritual weapon over here because that's as far as I can move it. So it's not going to be able to do anything. And I'm going to use the rest of my action to dash. Okay, so I'm there now. So I unfortunately cannot do anything, but I'm getting closer to the console.
Awesome.
It's very far away.
So you and your spiritual weapon starts heading up in the air towards Rissa and the water elemental, while you run in the opposite direction, heading for the console on the opposite side of the room.
How far up is the? Is it 10 feet up?
Yes.
Okay, because my spiritual weapon can float, so I don't know if I had to take the stairs. I just see my spiritual weapon just kind of climbing up the stairs. But I think I could just float up there. Alright, just wanted to make sure to see where I needed to go next.
All right.
So I'm done.
Okay, Zeus, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I will. I mean, they've been appearing right here.
Yeah, they're coming out of that orb in the middle.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wait by the orb in case more appear.
All right.
But I am gonna use second wind to heal a little bit.
Okay. If you'd like, you can ready an attack.
Yeah, I guess I'll just hold an attack for if something comes out. And then I will heal for 15 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay then. That brings us to Rissa. This water elemental has just launched itself up in the air and landed directly in front of you as you are heading towards the console on the opposite side of the room. It is a humanoid figure, but without any legs, just sort of a torrent of water where its bottom half should be.
I'm going to use my unsettling words to give it, just to be sure, -8 on a con save as I pull out my wand and cast Shatter from it at 2nd level.
All right then. So Constitution saving throw. It's got like -5 with the -8. So
I just wanted to be 100% sure.
all right. So
So unsettled.
do you do full damage?
Fantastic. So that is going to be 20 damage
All right. 20 more damage on this creature.
as I just look at it and say, go back down to the floor. And hope it listens.
The shatter causes waves to reverberate through the creature's body, but it does not just sink back to the floor as you commanded it to. In fact, it looks
Blub.
angrier.
Well, that's weird. It was thunder damage, if that matters.
Let's see. I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. And that is my turn.
All right then. That is going to bring us to the elemental's turn.
No. He's going to now listen and go to the floor.
Yep. It's just throwing himself off the catwalk. No, it is going to attempt to whelm you.
I guess you could call it a waterfall.
You could, but maybe you shouldn't. The creature is just going to try to move into your space. I would like you to make a strength saving throw, Rissa.
Oh, I'm not good at those. Are you sure it's strength?
I am very sure.
Positive?
Yes.
Well, okay, so hear me out. I rolled a 1,
Okay.
and I have a -1
Okay.
to my strength save.
So are you gonna try to like campaign to like get it to count as a stack overflow and round back up to the maximum number?
Can I deceive him into thinking that I won?
You can try to deceive yourself into thinking that you won. Unfortunately, in
Dang it.
reality, this creature doesn't even try to attack you. It just like moves directly over you, and you are considered grappled inside the creature, and you are unable to breathe unless you can
Great.
breathe underwater.
Not that I'm aware of, but only one way to find out.
You also take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Great. It's just what I wanted.
Yeah, good. Well, happy to oblige. Whatever you need, Rissa. So, I would like, this time, Zeus. Roll a d20 for me.
I'm great at those.
Just a no addition.
Yeah, that's 12.
All right. The orb above the pillar in the center of the room continues to spin, and actually you can see it slows down briefly, and it starts to ignite into flame where there used to be water, but nothing comes out of it.
Cool.
Okay. That means it is now Gregthos' turn. You can see Emmy running towards the console on one of the catwalks up above your head, and you can see Rissa, who tried to get to the other one, but is now being suffocated inside a water elemental.
Okay, and how the catwalks are what, 10 feet above us?
Yes.
Okay. Can I see Rissa from where I am? I mean, obviously she's inside the water elemental, but am I able to, like, with the vantage point?
Yes, you are able to see her. The catwalk has a railing, but it's like it's just bars. You can see through it.
Okay, cool. I'll look up at the water elemental formed around Rissa, and I'll say, "No, spit her out!" And I'll shoot a guiding bolt at that creature.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
That is a 16.
16 does hit the water elemental.
Yay! All right, for 16 radiant damage.
All right.
And then, as my bonus action attack, we're just gonna follow up with a one of my ranged radiant attacks.
All right. And this one has advantage.
Yes, sir. That is a 23.
That will definitely hit as well.
Right. 4 radiant damage. It's a total of 20.
Okay, 4 more damage. All right.
And
It's at the end of your turn, Gregthos.
That would be that. Yes. I don't know what the tiger is gonna do because his opponent is no longer there, and I didn't give him any direct command. So it says that he just acts as he would normally, being a tiger.
Probably prowl.
The tiger is watching the orb above its head intently, looking like it's like somewhat afraid of it. But otherwise, it's gonna. You know what? It's gonna take the dodge action.
There you go.
All right. That brings us to Emmy's turn.
All right, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon right up next to the water elemental, and I'm going to try to attack it. It's at advantage, right? Because you did guiding bolt.
No, I used the advantage with my ranged attack.
Oh, okay. So never mind. Okay, well that's a natural 1, so it misses. So I'm going to use my movement to 5, 10. Okay, so I'm at the console now.
Okay.
So can I use my action to try to figure out what to do?
Yes. So you spend just a few seconds. You're sort of frantically looking at this console, and it's written in the language of the ancients. Well, it's written in a language you don't understand, but there are translations underneath in the language of the ancients, and you can read that, so you are good. There's a lot of like readings and strange markings, and it seems to be like in one side of it, it is a model or an image of the Titan that you're inside of. And where you guys seem to be, if your sense of direction is correct, there is a red dot on that sort of map, if you will, of the thing. And there are flashing red lights coming out of that location. So, trying to just figure out what exactly to do, you touch the red dot, and two words appear on the screen in two separate boxes, both of them written in the language that you don't understand. They have small translations in smaller letters underneath in the language of the ancients, and one of them says stabilize, and then the other one says emergency defense. Which button are you going to press?
Gonna press stabilize, I guess.
All right. So as you press that button, the console has a bunch of words flash across it that you don't even have time to read. But the orb floating up above the pillar, which is at eye level for you now, it slows down in its spinning and looks significantly less violent in its roiling and tossing and turning in the air.
I think I did it. Maybe.
You certainly did something.
Seems less angry.
Rissa just goes glue, glue, holding up a thumb up.
All right, I guess that's. I mean, unless there's anything else I could do on my turn, I'm pretty sure that whatever I did to push that button probably took my whole turn to do. So
Yeah, it took your action to be able to
Okay.
figure out, to read everything on the screen and figure out what to do.
okay.
But yes,
So yeah, that's the end.
you seem to have stabilized this thing somewhat. Is whatever this orb is.
All right, I'm done.
All right, Zeus, you're up next.
There's no immediate threats in here.
The only threat in here is the water elemental, and you unfortunately cannot reach
Oh,
it with your
great.
melee weapons. I don't know if you have a ranged weapon on you.
I don't believe I do. No. I guess I'm gonna head up towards the water elemental.
All right.
And
gonna
that'll
dash?
be it. Sure.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing anything else, you might as well.
Yeah, that'll put me right there.
All right, that gets you directly next to Rissa. It takes your whole turn to get up there, but you can see Rissa just sort of floating, sort of flailing in all directions, trying to swim her way out of this elemental.
I can action surge. I got that back.
You can.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna action surge and wipe out the water and trying not to stab her, but no promises.
All right.
That is a 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit. Oh, I will say, you do, if I don't think you're going to do this, but you have the option. Instead of attacking, you can use your action to try to pull Rissa out of the creature. Just wanted to put that as
It
an
was
option.
taking everything in my power not to say that. I wanted to say something, but Rissa's can't talk right now.
Yeah, can I go ahead and try that instead?
Yeah, you can do that instead of attacking, if you would like.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so it
Is
is
it just
going to
a
be
strength check?
a strength check, yes.
Okay. That is a 18.
An 18
Also.
will definitely do it. So
Okay.
you see Rissa is flailing around inside the creature, and the creature just sort of like looms over you and sort of like, if it was capable of laughing, it looks like it might be doing that. But when you reach inside it, it looks somewhat surprised, and you grab onto Rissa's wrist and pull her out of this elemental.
Oh, that was terrible. I hate that thing.
Well, it's not dead yet.
All right, so the three of you
Yeah.
are somewhat cramped now up on this catwalk. Right.
Yep, that'll be it.
Okay then. That is going to bring us to Rissa. Your turn.
I will be catching my breath, and I will just go, dude, you're not even as strong enough to hurt a that's not a word. Hold on.
A puppy?
No. You're weaker than a puddle as I cast Vicious Mockery on it.
All
I
right.
think I'm gonna take damage from him.
Look, it's hard to come up with insults, okay?
All right. So the creature is going to make a wisdom saving throw, and it is not super wise. It rolled a 15. Is that high enough?
That just makes it.
Okay. Zeus succeeds on his saving throw as well.
You're nastier than the murky water that came out of my sink yesterday.
Oh god.
There you go. That's pretty good.
That sounds like something that is a good thing, not a bad thing.
All
I
right.
just, as a bonus action, give Zeus Bardic Inspiration.
You sure can.
I still have it.
Well, then fucking use it. Emmy, you have Bardic Inspiration, I guess.
Can I hear you from all over here?
Emmy, keep up the good work, whatever you did.
Yes, all the sounds in here echo quite a bit.
Oh,
because
okay.
The walls are all made of metal. So if you shout, Emmy will definitely be able to hear you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Y'all have Bardic Inspiration now.
Cool.
Okay. And that is going to bring us to the elemental's turn. So let's roll to see if it gets its well mobility back. It does not.
Oh, you
so-
don't get to go in the gel and then water and then air. Zeus is just trying to get into everything.
All right.
I
Every
like
type
my
of-
chemical reactions.
All right. So actually, what it's gonna try to do something different. It is going to try to shove you off of the catwalk. So that's going to be a contested strength roll. Athletics. So it rolled a 19.
If it's with my athletics, then I beat it with a 22.
All right. So the creature attempts to it just, instead of pulling you inside of it, it just pushes against your body and it forces you right up against the railing of the catwalk, and it's trying to push you off the edge, but you manage to hold on and brace yourself and not get pushed off. So instead, it's going to give up on that and instead just use its second attack to try to hit you, and it rolled a 10. So that is not going to do it. So it's
Can I use my reaction to use my combat maneuver thingies?
you can.
15.
15 will hit the water elemental, yes.
Cool.
So it pulls back and from its attempt to push you off the edge and just tries to hit you across the face, but you dodge out of the way and quickly counterattack.
For 14 damage.
All right, 14 more damage. Okay then. Up next, it is going to be Rissa. Roll a d20 for me.
I don't wanna. Got a
I'll do
20.
Okay then. Now that this thing is stabilizing, it doesn't seem to be spitting out any more elementals, at least for now.
Yay.
Okay. But that means it is Gregthos' turn.
Yep. I guess I'll just same thing as last time. Another guiding bolt.
All right.
17.
17 will definitely hit. You might be able to finish this thing off.
16 radiant damage.
16 radiant damage. Okay.
All right, and if it's still standing, then I will just take my bonus action attack against it as well.
All right.
That is a 22
That will definitely hit.
and 5 more radiant damage.
All right. That is going to be enough to finish off this elemental. Just after Zeus counterattacks and slashes across this thing's body, sending water spraying everywhere, it is stunned for a second, and Gregthos, you are able to fire off both of your radiant bolts of energy, and it is knocked backward and just splashes against the wall behind it, leaving nothing but puddle where it was standing.
All right, me and Tony, MVPs, got this, guys.
But are you doing anything else, Gregthos?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Because there are not currently any enemies left, we're going to get out of initiative order. But the thing is still, the roiling orb in the center of the room is still spinning.
I will go to the center console
All right.
and shout out to Emmy. Which button did you push?
I push the button that says stabilize.
Do I see a button that says stabilize?
You see a similar thing that Emmy saw, what looks like a diagram or a map of this massive titan with a red flashing dot in the abdomen where you would guess that you guys are. And you just kind of like trying to figure out exactly what you do. You touch on the screen and it brings up two options again, stabilize or emergency defenses.
I will push stabilize.
All right.
Would you be able to read it though? Because I know Emmy can read an
Oh
ancient,
yeah, that's a
but
good
you
question. Can
can't.
you read the ancient language? Are you proficient in history?
I'm proficient in everything, technically.
Well, you're
But
half
I can
proficient.
cast comprehend language if I need to.
Let me think. Have we established that Rissad can speak the news language? I'm going to say no, you can't understand the language that's on the screen in front of you, but you do see two buttons. And so if you'd like, you can cast comprehend languages to guarantee which one you press, or you can just guess and get a 50-50 chance of pressing the right button.
I will cast comprehend languages.
I was gonna say, is if would it be on the same position on the thing? Because I could be like, just push the bottom one or whatever.
It's fine. I cast comprehend languages, so I can fully understand what exactly is in front of me.
Okay then. Yes, one of them says stabilize, the other one says emergency defenses, and you press stabilize, and the orb floating in the air calms even further, and the flames flickering on it go out, and it stops spinning, and it becomes just an orb of water floating in the air with some slight ripples flowing through it.
Oh, I thought we were gonna play a game of keep talking and no one explodes. Look for this symbol here. It looks like a weird trident.
That would have been fun.
Maybe next time.
I will keep that in mind as for a future puzzle.
Please no. The visual medium would be lost.
All right. So
I just slump to the ground and go, guys, I'm almost tapped. I'm
and you're also
tired.
soaking wet.
I'm wet. I cast prestidigitation on myself using my wand of prestidigitation. Does that dry me off or just make me clean but still wet?
You can dry yourself off with prestidigitation. Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm wet. Oh, hold on. Nope, I'm dry. Good. I'm still tired though.
I would like to, while I'm at the console, is there like anything else that seems like it's, like, does it look like it has any like files on it, or is it just like is it just control things? Like, or does it seem to have like computer files or whatever?
Go
on
ahead
it?
and roll an investigation check for me.
I'm not gonna touch anything. I just want to see if I see anything that might be interesting.
Okay, so if you're just looking at like what's on the screen directly in front of you and not like trying to like go searching through it or anything, I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Oh, okay.
There are a bunch of buttons. There's still the diagram on the left side of the Titan. There do seem to be like other things pointing out what appear to be problems in other sections of this Titan. Like in the you are currently in the abdomen, in the stomach area. In the chest cavity, there does seem to be another light, but this one is not flashing red like the one was on this console for this area. It's just a yellow light, and you can just determine that this thing is pointing out problems that are all around in the Titan. The right arm seems to be like partially disconnected, so a lot of the systems don't appear to be functioning in the right arm. And it's basically a diagnostics, like telling a whole bunch of different problems all around this Titan. And it's telling you like contact maintenance for assistance.
So can I kind of deduce from this? Like I'm going off of like what I heard Gregthos say, that he was saying that something needed assistance. And I'm gonna pretty much kind of say to everybody, it's like, so it looks like this diagram seems to show a bunch of issues that's going on with this Titan. Do you think this might be the person that's trying to ask us for assistance? Because it seems like this Titan's in pretty bad shape.
I mean, I'm down for helping it if those are issues and we need to fix them. Then I'm down for fixing them.
Like, so we stopped the orb, but does that mean that like whatever problem was in here has been fixed, or does it? Was it just like a security measure? Like there's nothing broken in here, or
Do I see a button that says user manual? Is there like an F1 for help option on this console?
Yes, now that you can read it, you are able to like look through some of the different panels of this console. You are not super used to like using a touch screen, but it's somewhat intuitive, and you're able to figure out like how to navigate, at least very slowly, through different parts of this whatever this machine is. You can see after like looking through a couple of different things that this console at the very least seems to be provided by something called all right, I believe it's Hawthorne Industries, which is a name that you've heard before, if I remember correctly. It is the name of the energy company that was also running the siphons and powering much of the city. So that's the first thing you can determine, just like looking through here. That it seems to have been created by the same business, the same family. You're not sure, but the other things that you can probably determine from this is that there seems to be a distress beacon coming from the head of this Titan.
I don't know what page you're on, but if you click on this spot and then this spot and then click on files and help and then map, there's a distress beacon. Do you see that, Emmy?
do I see that?
Yes, after she shouts that across the room at you, you can look through your console and see a similar thing.
Okay, and it's just the head that seems to be having issues, or
Yeah, there's also something wrong. There's like a yellow light in the chest area that's talking about security problems with the security system, and then there's a distress beacon coming from the head. Looking through it, you can also determine that
it says something about the arms too.
yeah. One of the arms is almost completely disconnected, and so almost nothing is working in the right arm.
Okay, so it seems like the head is probably the spot that we probably should head to next.
Can we reach the head with avoiding the chest?
Looking at this map, it doesn't look like you can.
So we need to be cautious of the chest area. Should we send a message to
Malira? I mean,
I scrolled through my notes trying to find
what do we need from her?
just to give her an update, like, hey, this is what we found in case we die. As much as we can in 25 words at least.
Seems like a good thing to do.
Yeah, probably should keep her up to date.
Alright. Do you want me to do it, or do you guys want to take over?
I'll let you do it. You're the talky one.
I think you have the stone.
I do. I don't want to think.
You're the talker.
I know. Stop reminding me.
Right, but
You
she's
always
also just like sitting on the floor, surrounded by a puddle of water elemental.
I pull out the sending stone. We are still alive for now. Inside Titan machinery is broken. Deactivated the elemental orb magic.
You're at 16. You still have 9 more words.
I know.
7 now.
No, that wasn't in character. Heading to the chest, which has possible danger.
Got 1 more word.
2 more.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. And that's it. Well, just for future reference, if you ever get disconnected.
After getting that message, Malira responds after a few seconds. All right, that's definitely interesting. And everything's okay out there. Oh, she would immediately then remember that you guys cannot respond to her unless you call back again. But she seems to like you can almost see her like shaking her head, and then just continue to speak. All right, well, be safe out there and keep pushing forward. Let me know if you find anything else interesting.
she forgot that we can't respond, but then she remembered that we can't respond, so she just said to let her know if we find anything interesting and to be safe. I'll pass along to the others.
Okay.
Yeah, that while this is happening, Emmy is probably scribbling down as many notes as he can possibly get from whatever he finds on this console, just so he can share it with her when they get back.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I can't take a picture or anything, or like get a floppy disk and put all the information on it.
Pictures too.
There's no print screen up either.
Well, if you give me a few minutes, I can set up SSH so I can just get into this later.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll just while this is all going on, I'm just trying to get as much information as we possibly can. And I'd probably, if I tap out exactly what I could figure out with this, I'd probably get close to where the orb is. And are those runes there? Are they on the map? Or is that just like a decorative choice you made?
Yeah, that was mostly just to indicate that there's like an orb floating above it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I would maybe go see if there's anything around where the orb came out. I don't know if there's any mechanism over there that shows something that happened over there, or...
Okay, go ahead and roll, you can choose Arcana or Investigation.
I'll do Investigation because I'm shit at Arcana. Okay, probably shit at that too. That's going to be a 12.
Alright, so you go back over towards the pillar in the center of the room that the orb is floating on top of. And you notice, now that you're looking more closely at it, that there are a lot of old arcane runes all around this pillar. Based on your, somewhat limited knowledge of Arcana, you are able to determine that it is used to bind elemental energy to this place. And there's also, somewhat to your surprise, there are links to divine magic as well on this pillar. It seems as though that this is used to summon energy from not only the elemental planes, but a divine realm as well.
Okay. All right, I'll write that in my notes and just pretty much I call over to everybody. It's so I think I got some information for Malera. Do you guys want to start heading up to the head, or what do you want to do?
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm done drawing up the way that the Titan looks so far, and I have a very basic sketch of the areas that we have been through, and I'll draw it better later. But
Okay.
Have I, since we fixed the orb here, have I heard anything else in my head about anything?
Not yet, not recently.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, somebody's clearly in danger, so why don't we just mosey on up to the head, I guess?
I don't think we're going to be able to save the arm, so the head's really the only place we can possibly go.
we have to go through the chest to get to the head, so there's a chance that we will be attacked again. Let's hope not.
All right. So, you see that these catwalks continue to spiral up the rest of the abdomen and lead into a door in the ceiling. And so you are able to make your way up either on opposite, probably would all join to be on one side of the thing and not approach from opposite directions. Which side would you like to take? Are you going to go on the side that Rissa's been on or the side that Emmy's been on?
What can I determine from the diagram what the quickest way to the head is from?
They both lead to the same place, but opposite sides of the room leading up of the chest cavity.
Oh, okay. I guess since everyone, most of them are over there, I'll just meet them over there.
All right. So you all make your way going up in a spiral around this room, leaving behind the glowing light of the floating water orb. Opening up a hatch in the ceiling and climbing up some stairs, it leads you into what appears to be perhaps a meeting room. It looks like there's a few tables scattered around, and it looks like this was a place for people to gather or maybe plan things. You're not really entirely sure what the purpose of this Titan was, so it's difficult to determine exactly what this room might have been used for, but you can see broken tables scattered around the room. There are plants growing in here as well, but unfortunately you can see a couple of dead bodies in here, but these ones are just skeletons. It seems like this place, since the mist is not in here corrupting the dead bodies in here, whatever necrotic energy is infesting the mist, it hasn't kept these dead bodies alive for all these thousands of years like the things outside. So you can see a few skeletons on the ground, and in two corners of the room you can see large, what appear to be stone war machines almost. One of them looks like a ballista on wheels, and then the other one looks like a humanoid golem with large shields on both of its arms. And both of those have like yellow light coming out of the humanoid looking one has like yellow light coming out of its eyes, but currently it is unmoving.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Nobody touch it.
I'm gonna send Tony over there to take a closer look.
Nope.
Nobody touch it.
Nobody includes tigers.
You can see where it's standing in that corner.
Okay.
Can I begin to cast detect magic as
Certainly.
a ritual?
Sure.
Cool. Guys, let's just sit here and meditate for 10 minutes. And she sits down without waiting for approval.
You clear out a little bit of space on the floor, push some leaves out of the way, and you are able to start casting your spell. What are the rest of you doing for that 10 minutes?
I was gonna say, while she's doing that, is there any papers or anything, books, notes, anywhere?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Okay, hopefully this one goes better. That's a little better. That's a 15.
Okay. So you spend a little time looking around the room, and on one of the broken tables, you are able to find some papers that are relatively legible. They are almost completely like you think it's best not to even touch them because they would probably disintegrate if you tried to pick them up. But you are able to read just like the remnants of the ink left in the paper, and it is of course written in the language of the ancients, and it seems to be a crisis preparation. Whoever was living in here was getting ready for some major problem. And you can tell just by looking at it that they didn't even fully understand what was happening, but they knew that something terrible was about to happen, and they were trying to figure out what they could do about it.
Kind of getting in my head right now, like that maybe they were seeing that what happened outside, maybe before it happened, and they were trying to get ready for potentially stopping it with this Titan.
Well, the thing that catches your eye the most is at one point near the bottom it says connection has been severed with the divine realm, unable to reestablish.
Okay, I'm definitely writing this. Like, I'm putting the original text and also translating it into my book of everything that I'm reading.
Gregthos, Zeus, anything in particular you two want to do for the 10 minutes that Rissa is casting her spell?
I guess I'll be playing with Tony.
Okay.
Batting around one of the skulls, I guess.
All right.
Zeus will be meditating at one of the broken tables.
All right. Well, Arissa, you are able to eventually finish casting your spell, and when you open your eyes, you can see there is definitely a magical aura coming from both of those stone golems in the corners of the room. They definitely are still quote-unquote alive, although even though they are currently inactive. Like you sense that they could be reactivated if something were to happen that would cause them to be reactivated.
Okay.
But you're not exactly sure what that would be. How much metal does there have to be to stop you from seeing through a wall? I know lead, it's like a thin sheet, but like if it's not lead, then
1 inch of common metal.
all right. Well, these walls are unfortunately a little thicker than that, so you are unable to see through these walls. What you can see though is that a lot of the plants around here are glowing with evocation magic, as if they've been energized, and that's why there's just plants growing all over this place.
Evocation?
Yes.
The plants are
It's-
either going to explode or can send messages. I don't know which.
You get the sense that it's just because there is just raw magical energy being fed into this whole place.
I'm gonna go with exploding plants.
All right.
Sounds much more entertaining.
Sure. Entertaining is the word I'd use.
I will immediately stand up when my 10 minutes is up and start looking around and go, okay, 10 minutes on the clock, let's go.
All right. The door into the next room, when you try it, it is locked.
This is blasphemy. Do I have... Nope, I don't have... This is one of the only characters I don't have Thieves' Tools with.
Yeah, I don't either.
All right. Well, I guess the campaign's over, guys. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess we'll just go home. Fuck it.
just call it
Zeus!
here, huh?
Break it down.
Yeah, Zeus, you feel like you might be able to break it. It's made of metal, but you've broken down more than one metal door in this place.
Oh, I've broken down a lot of doors.
Keith's characters are always the ones that just go and destroy doors.
I don't even care if it's locked. I'll just rip it off the hinges. I mean, I'll try.
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
What kind of check did you say it was?
Athletics.
16.
All right. So you stand a little bit back from it, and you kick at the just the right spot where you think the door could cause it to. Sorry. I'm going to say that sentence again like a human would. You stand a little bit back from the door and kick in just the right spot that you think could cause the hinge to become undone. And one of the hinges at the top of the door does break, but the door is not 100% broken open. You think if you had another try, you could probably get it. Unfortunately, when you do that, the golems in the corners of the room both stand up a little straighter and their eyes turn red.
Can I pick up the hinge and put it back where it was?
You pick up the twisted metal hinge that is broken off the door and try to put it back in place, but the golems don't seem to notice your attempt to fix things. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Hey guys, I found what starts the golems.
We figured it out.
Yeah, hinges. They're hinge
Probably
golems.
should have tried to look for a key.
That's what I was thinking.
Or have a rogue in the party, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
All right, 25 to 20.
21 for Gregthos.
All right. Okay, 20 to 15.
15.
Okay, Emmy. Okay, 15 to 10. Nobody? Okay. And then 10 to 5.
9.
And
Zeus is 8.
Okay. That's good. Like Zeus is 1.
All right. So, first thing that happens is the golem in the left corner of the room. Once again, it looks like a ballista with wheels, but where the front of it is, it looks like it's been stylized to look like the head of a dragon, so the bolts will be coming out of the dragon's mouth.
Ooh, cool.
All right, I would like everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw as its mouth lights up in flame.
Wait, what? Holy crap. Okay.
Hold on. Let me make sure it's everybody or if it's... Yeah, it's 20-foot radius. So actually, everyone except Zeus.
Damn, the one I pass.
Gregthos, you're up next.
Already.
23.
Cool.
I got a dirty 20.
All right.
And 15 for me.
Everybody passes.
Oh!
Okay, so everybody's going
What?
to take half damage, and that
Oh.
is going to be a total of 9 damage. The thing opens up its mouth and flame erupts from it, and it shoots a ball of fire that explodes just behind you, enveloping the 3 of you. But all 3 of you are able to jump out of the way just in time to only get just singed in the back by this creature's explosive bolt.
Would I be able to use absorb elements as a reaction?
Sure.
Sweet. So 9, and then I would get an additional reduction because I absorb half of the damage.
Right.
So it would be 5. Is it rounded? It's rounded down, right?
I don't know. We'll say
I
it's.
normally round down.
Let's say it's 4.
Okay. I'll heal it for 4. Then my staff glows, has like a red aura around it because it absorbed fire.
All right. And speaking of your staff, it is your turn, Gregthos.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna run straight toward this thing. I moved a whole map on my screen. That was weird.
Oh no.
I'm gonna run straight at it, and I'm gonna take a swing at it with my new powered staff.
All right.
That is an 18.
18 will definitely hit.
Yay! All right, how much extra damage do I get for this? It's okay. Got it. It's gonna be 9 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage. So 15 total.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. And then I'm going to use one of my key points to take 2 more unarmed strikes and use Flurry of Blows.
All right. Hey, are your fist attacks considered magical? By any
That
chance?
is a good question. I don't
Not till 6th
believe
level.
so. Yeah,
All right.
I
Then.
don't believe so.
I believe it's 6th level.
All right.
Not great. A 10 and a 13.
Unfortunately, neither of those are going to hit.
All right. Oh, it's like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah, it's made out of mostly metal, so
Oh, a metal wall.
so when you try to swing your fists at it, it doesn't seem to do any significant damage.
Tell that to my wrists.
It does. It does aim its dragon-like head up directly at you, so that it is ready to fire at you.
Fun. And then I guess Tony will do something. I don't know what. Again, I didn't give him any.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So him a tiger, but him also like you. So
Him. But he also attack.
Also, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for tiger.
Does,
Don't
does
tell me
Tony
that.
protect?
He does protect. A dexterity save, you said?
Yep.
14.
14 is unfortunately not enough, so we would take full damage from the fiery explosion, which is
18.
18. Yeah.
All right, so Tony just.
Oh, Tony!
Oh no.
Emmy is scarred.
Oh, my furry friends die!
It fought valiantly.
It sure did.
You should have ate more frosted flakes.
I should have. Should have. We ran out of milk.
Use water.
So it is now the other golem's turn, and it is going to move over here, close to you, Gregthos,
I should have thought this through, guys.
and it is going to try its slam attack against you. So it is going to roll a d20. That is a 14 to hit. Sorry, 13 to hit. Is that enough to hit you?
No, that also misses.
Okay then. So it swings out one of its massive shield arms at you, and you manage to duck underneath the attack. But that is going to be the end of its turn. That brings us to Zeus. You're up next. If you'd like, you can try to break the door the rest of the way down. If you would like to run away, or you can try to fight these things. It's up to you. Of course, if you break the door down, they're probably going to be able to follow you.
I'm just gonna play with the hinge for a little bit.
You're just going to play with the hinge a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, 5, 10. I go right here,
All right.
and guess just start hacking at the one right below me.
The large shield one?
Yeah.
Okay.
23. I hit
23 will definitely hit.
for 10 damage. And the second one is a miss.
All right.
And that'll be it.
Okay, then. You think to yourself that you're very glad that this weapon is magically enchanted because you've been scraping it against a lot of metal and stone things today. Emmy, you're up next.
Did we skip me? I thought Zeus rolled an 8.
Oh, yeah, Emmy's supposed to go
Oh.
before me.
My bad. Zeus is actually supposed to be at the
Chris rolled
bottom.
a 9.
Yeah.
I'll do the
Zeus-
same thing just after she's done.
Yeah, Zeus is supposed to be last. I don't know why I put Zeus in there. But Emmy, you're up next.
Okay. All right. So I am going to cast Toll the Dead on the one next. Oh, I guess the one next to the table.
All right.
So that's gonna be
Shield Guardian.
So that's gonna be a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. Is this thing wise? No.
That one, just as a heads up, sweetie, that one didn't take damage yet.
Oh,
'Cause Zeus didn't technically attack that one yet.
what
Yeah.
did you do? Any damage to the other one?
I hit the other one, yeah.
Okay, then never mind. I changed my target because that would be better.
Okay.
I would have saw that Gregthos attacked that other one, so I wouldn't have hit the one that didn't get hit.
All right. It rolled a 17 with a plus
God.
0.
Darn it! Even if they're not wise, they're still beating it. All right. So, I guess is anybody looking really hurt? I mean,
Nope.
Okay, I guess I'll just save that then. So I'll end my turn there.
All right. Up next, it is Rissa's turn.
I'm going to cast my last shatter. I'm going to try to angle it so that I'm hitting the robots but not Gregthos. And they are metal, so they have disadvantage on a con save.
Yeah, you can just barely be able to hit the two of them, but not Gregthos. Let's do this one first. I'm sorry, it's a Constitution, right?
My hope is if I aim it like to this spot right here, it'll hit them and not hit. But yes, con save. Disadvantage.
Okay. Then that one fails, and then the other one actually succeeds. It got an 18 even with disadvantage. So yeah, the large shield guardian fails, and the ballista one succeeds.
So the one that fails takes 23 thunder damage. And the one that succeeds takes 11,
Okay.
I think. And bonus action healing word on Gregthos at first level. No, I can't do that, can I? Because it's another. I just cast a third level spell.
Ah, yes.
Never mind. Bonus action, I will insult them without actually doing anything.
Okay.
And then step back 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to be in the corner behind Emmy, so I'm not anywhere near them.
All right. Then we're going to have a flashback to when we did Zeus's turn, and we're just going to add 10 damage onto this shield boy, and then we are going to bring it back up to the top of the initiative order. Now, this thing has 2 people directly in front of it. Cool. So, first thing it's going to do is fire Lancing Bolt at Gregthos, the one who hit it with fire. So,
Oh, good. I have some wards that need to be taken care of.
good. This one is a melee or ranged attack. Yeah, cool. So that is going to be. Ooh, that's probably not going to hit. That is a 10 to hit. So that's not going to hit you. You see the thing earlier when it pointed up directly at your chest. You were able to just barely move out of the way, and you see it fires a large rusted metal bolt out of its dragon mouth, and it embeds itself in the ceiling just behind you. And it's going to attempt to make a second shot. This one is significantly better. That is a 21 to hit, so that one's going to hit you.
Yep.
And deal a total of 13 piercing damage. You managed to
Oh.
just barely dodge out of the way again, but this time it slices just on the edge of your shoulder.
That's not where my warts are.
All right. This thing is now trapped in there, so it can't go anywhere. So that's going to be the end of its turn. Gregthos, you're up next.
Okay. Oh, let's see here. I guess I'll just make. I'll do the same thing as before. I'll take a staff attack and then 2 unarmed attacks.
Okay.
Staff is 22
All right. 22 to hit will definitely hit.
for 8 bludgeoning.
All right. Hey, is your staff magical damage?
I don't believe so.
All right then. So you smack this thing with your staff, and it unfortunately doesn't seem like it's doing anything.
Oh. Okay. Still, I guess I already said I'd do it. So there's still the 2 other attacks.
Well, you don't have to. You can
Oh, I
do the
don't.
first attack and see it didn't work, and try something else.
Okay, fair enough. I will do that then because that seems better. Well, shit. I guess I'll spend a key point then to. I just threw my die for no reason. To use Step of the Wind,
All right.
and I will then take for my bonus action the disengage action to back my ass up quite a bit. Just back, basically all the way against the back wall.
All right.
And that'll be it for Gregthos.
I have no more furry friends.
Okay then. So up next is the the stone defender, the one with the large shields on both arms. It is going to try to lift Zeus up off the ground and carry him away.
This again.
No, I'm being kidnapped. That's okay. Let me go. I want this.
But it rolled a natural 1, so that is going to be a total of 5 for its athletics roll.
It gets confused and picks up its other golem friend instead.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you easily beat it. So the creature tries to grab at you, but you're just easily able to just slip your hand out of its stony fingers. And so it just like lifts nothing up into the air and looks down at you, somewhat confused. And that is going to be the end of its turn.
Okay.
That is going to bring us to Emmy.
All right, I'm going to walk closer to the robots, but not get right next to them. So I'm going to go like right behind this table here, and I'm going to cast my spiritual guardians, which again are the angels wearing the business suits and the gold masks.
All
So
right.
they're going to surround me, and it's a 15-foot range. So let me put an aura around myself so you guys can see where it is. Okay, so it's gonna hit both of them.
All right.
So that's gonna be a wisdom saving throw for both of them.
All right. Stone defender. 9. Oaken
okay.
bolter. 4. They both fail.
All right, yeah. So they're gonna take 3d8 radiant damage. Do you want me to roll separately, or just both of them take the
Just-
same amount of damage?
Yeah, they'll both take the same. So 3d8.
Okay, so that's... Okay, so that's gonna be 13 radiant damage to both of them.
All right.
And I don't have any bonus cantrips. So I have Spare the Dying, but that's not gonna be useful. So that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right then. Both of them are actually starting to look pretty rough. They are heavily armored, but once you guys are actually starting to do damage to them, they don't seem to be incredibly hardy. They seem to be not prepared for attacks from magical beings.
I would hope they don't have hearts.
Their speed is halved in this area too.
Okay. Oh shit, well, okay. They have an ability I forgot about until now, which I will only be applying from now on. I'm not going to try to retroactively do it. Okay, that brings us to Rissa.
That was a worrisome comment. What do they have?
Magic
Right?
resistance.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. They're both supposed to have advantage on saving throws against
Oh, I
magical
have to remember
attacks.
that right before me.
So they don't have a ton of hit points, but they are both very difficult to actually do damage to.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna do Vicious Mockery to whichever of the two looks more damaged.
That would be the shield defender, or sorry, the stone defender.
Alright, so I will just look at him and go, "You're no."
Wow, I
You know
rolled.
what?
You're no roll dice.
You're just a pebble. You can't do anything.
Well, it works because I rolled 2 3s. It had advantage and still rolled a 3.
All your monsters are very sensitive. to, like,
They have
It's
emotions.
5 psychic damage.
you're a
They
puddle.
just
These
You're a
robots,
pebble.
these
they
robots
just
have very
discovered they
limited
have-
sentience.
Look, guys, it's all I got. Okay, I can't do better.
it's like they just discovered they have emotions and they don't know how to handle it.
The first emotion it's ever felt is
Sadness.
sadness.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, so how much damage was it again? I'm sorry.
It was 5.
Okay.
I just imagine it's like the friggin' the butter robot, or the butter retrieving robot.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Rissa
This
tries
is your
to
only
be.
job.
She really can't. She deep down inside, she doesn't want to be mean. She wants to just do like firebolt, but that's not a fucking option.
Zeus, you're up next.
I'm gonna.
You might. This
hack
stone defender
away.
is looking like really injured. Like it probably won't be able to stand up against many more of your attacks.
I'll
And
make
sad.
sure
It also
doesn't.
looks very sad now.
Let's give it a roll.
So 25 to hit,
That will definitely hit.
or 12 damage.
12 more damage. All right, so you are able to, as it puts its head down, looking at the ground sad, it exposes in the back of its neck a slight gap in its armor, and you're able to stab your sword directly up into its head and put it out of its misery.
It just like end me. Just like puts its head down.
Oh,
It didn't even get to have disadvantage because he killed it.
and then I'll go for the other one. For 15 to hit.
Is a 15 enough to hit this guy? No, unfortunately, it's not. This one's
Okay,
also
yeah.
heavily armored.
That'll
not
be
as
it then.
Oh, they have the same armor. Well, that is going to bring us to this thing's turn.
Must make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Still in my spot.
Advantage on this wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
I rolled
Unfortunately.
14.
That's just enough. God damn it. I really need to get that up. Alright, he's fine. Oh wait, I think
Alright.
he takes wait. Half damage. Okay, so you still take damage, so let me do that. You're not gonna get away that easily.
It's like half damage.
Alright, so
That would be quarter damage.
11,
I know.
Oh, okay.
11. Okay, so it's gonna be half of 18, so 9.
9 damage.
Alright, now you can take his turn.
Alright. The angels are just like ganging up around it, just stomping on top of this thing, and then
One just punches it in the face.
all right, I'm gonna roll to see if it gets its explosive bolt back. It does.
Oh no.
All right, in an attempt, it's going to try to shoot at the angels that are all attacking it, but it doesn't realize it's not smart enough. It's not intelligent. It doesn't realize the angels aren't real.
Yeah, it just kind of goes right through their head.
So it's
It's like,
shooting the explosive bolt at the angels, and it just goes right through them and explodes on the wall behind. So Rissa and Gregthos, I would like you both to roll another dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, natural 20.
I
Nice.
rolled one of those two numbers.
Is it?
0?
It's a 2. It's a 2, guys.
No.
I can't roll a 0 on a d20. I hate to break it to you.
I mean, I got a 0 on a strength save, so it's not technically impossible.
Okay, so everybody gonna take if you Rissa, you saved, obviously. And Gregthos, you take 17 fire damage.
Ouchie.
As a reaction, I will once again use Absorb Elements.
Okay then, so that gets reduced to whatever half of 17 is.
If we're rounding down, it would be 8.
Cool. So you both take 8 damage.
I take
Alright.
8 damage.
With this again.
Yes, because you saved, so you took half damage.
Mm.
And I didn't save, but then I used Absorb Elements, having the damage I would have taken.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright, so this thing is going to attempt to roll itself away from Zeus. So Zeus, you will get an opportunity attack against it.
Nope, that's a miss. 12. Or wait, no. Yeah, 15 is still a miss.
Okay, so it's going to roll itself, but the angels are slowing it down, so it actually cannot get very far. It has a speed of 30 feet, so it's going to move 15 feet forward. Okay, so it is only able to get over to here, and it is going to stop there, and that is going to be the end of its turn. Gregthos.
Okay. I mean, I will certainly try.
You
The
have a flaming
angels, like-
staff now.
The angels like tripped it as it as it was rolling away. They're like, "Oh, sorry." Stick their foot out.
Oh yeah, it does specify melee attack. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Let's try this again! I'm gonna run directly at this thing again. And take a swing at it with my, once again, charged fire staff.
Sweet.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh, the critting.
The critting!
So would only the fire damage be an effect because it's magical, or is your
Yes.
staff now a magical staff? Period.
That's a good question. I feel like only the fire damage is going to go through, but unless if the ability specifically says it makes the entire attack magical, then the regular bludgeoning damage will also go through as well.
It just says the spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6, or in this case 2d6 because I cast it at second level.
Okay, so it's just going to be the 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Oh,
Which, I
then
mean,
I'll
that
just
would-
roll the 4 then.
I was gonna say that'd still be doubled. So
Yeah, it'd still be 4d6 fire damage. Because of the crit. That is 15 fire damage.
Ooh, so you take the flaming staff and shove it directly into the barrel of this ballista's dragon mouth, and the flames erupt from inside it, and it tilts over to the side and shuts down.
Yeah, how do you like it? Not so much fun when you're on the other end of that, is it?
It's dead. They can't respond.
Yeah, it turns to you, and a single it almost looks like an oily tear falls out of its dragon eye, but you swear it must be your imagination.
And then the oily tear hits the fire staff and it just goes.
So the room, you suddenly hear coming from seemingly all around you. You hear security system malfunction, security system deactivating, and the broken door you can see unlocks itself. You already were halfway through it, it didn't need it to be unlocked, but this portion of it that is still attached unlocks, and then for just a moment you hear a different voice say, "Hello, is someone in there? I have been able to get through the security system," and then it cuts off. And that's where we'll end our session.
there's somebody here.
Huh.
Hopefully they're not going to try to kill us like everything else that we run into.
I would just say, every room we walk into, we're like, oh, what's this over here? Die, die, die.
This a dungeon, you guys. I
This
made a
is a
dungeon.
dungeon.
I did it.
It's fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
I'm hurt and I'm out of spell slots.
I'm very close
Very,
to out of spell
it's
slots.
very rare that I actually put the recommended number of encounters that are supposed to happen throughout a day. So we'll see how it goes from now on.
Yeah, I guess we will, huh?
You're almost at the top. You have one more floor to go up.
Can we just like take a really long nap? Like a really long one. Like 8 short rests long.
Just 8 consecutive short rests.
It's like, man, like we come back to Clearlight. You guys have been gone for like 3 weeks. Like, what the hell were you doing? Sleeping.
We had to rest and
Surviving.
heal and do a quick save after every
Bro, just
encounter.
vibing, man. Just chill.
There's something in that mist, man.
We found they had a computer in the giant golem thing, and it had Netflix on it.
We watched an entire series of this show
Yeah.
called Schitt's Creek. Sorry, called something else Creek. Somebody come up with something clever. That's not Schitt's Creek.
Poop River.
There you go.
That's a
awesome.
spin-off.
It seems really good, guys.
Instead of the family being rich, it's the oblongs.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for checking out Behold Clearlight, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play game. This world is brought to you by Ryan and played by a group of friends who are just looking to have fun and share our love for the tabletop world. Every other Thursday, we will release a new episode of Behold Clearlight. On the off weeks, Greg and I join other members of the TTRPG community and play non-D&D games. You can also check out Greg and I having random discussions on topics in the TTRPG and D&D world with guests on Mondays. If you enjoyed this, please don't hesitate to reach out on Twitter or on Facebook at Beholder to No One. Also, give us a review on iTunes or follow us on Podbean, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Keep being awesome. We'll see you next time. Bye.